Hello, everybody. I have a friend called Isabelle, and she travels a lot around the world. And I asked if she couldn't send me letters describing the different places that she's been. And I just got a letter. And she sent me two letters this time describing two different places that she visited. And we have Amsterdam and we have South Korea. And I'm so excited that she's writing about South Korea because, you know me, it's like the best place that I've ever visited. I'm super excited to see what she did when she was there. But I'm gonna start with the Amsterdam Letter because I've heard a lot about Amsterdam, but I don't know that much. Let's start. Hello. Hello in Dutch. That was probably really bad. I just tried to make myself an Amsterdam accent. I don't even know. Hello. Hello? Hello in Dutch. I have arrived in yet another part of the world, and my adventure over the last several days have me so excited to tell you about this interesting land. This month, I'm in Amsterdam. It's the capital city of the Netherlands, a small country right next to Germany and Belgium. During this time of the year, this vibrant and fun city is awash with color. The streets are filled to the brim with people enjoying the sunny springtime skies, and there are many things to do and see. Let me tell you all about it. After a stormy journey across the North Sea, I was eager to get my feet on land and shake off my sea legs. But alas, I only discovered more water. You see, Amsterdam is built on water. This very old trade city is famous for its many, many canals. As a matter of fact, it has even more canals than Venice, Italy. Oh, Venice. Venice? How do you say that? My brain shut off. Some even call it the Venice of the North. My Netherlands adventure started when I stumbled upon a rickety red houseboat near the coast. Because there is so much water and so little land, many people in this part of the world live on houseboats. Oh my god, I get seasick though, but I would love to live on a houseboat. This particular one was offering passage into the city. I hopped aboard the day and enjoyed the lazy journey down the river. Along the way, I passed dozens of giant wooden windmills. I learned that windmills have been used in this area for centuries to pump water away from homes and crops and to prevent flooding. Now, I didn't see any crops, but I did see flowers, fields upon fields of tulips of every color. It created a rainbow on the ground. I've seen pictures of this, it's so beautiful. A work of art, just like a painting. The Netherlands are known for their tulips. Every year, the tulip field bursts into color, and the lovely blooms are sold at the Sunday markets. After some time, I drifted into the city, and the first thing I noticed, the houses on either side of the canal were great towering homes, many stories tall. Some of them leaned to the left, some of them to the right, and others slightly backwards. I learned these iconic canal homes are sometimes called the dancing houses. Oh, that's so cute! Their crooked stature makes them seem like they're dancing with one another. How peculiar. As with most new places, the best way to get to know it is by walking, of course. A lot of people walk here, but even more people ride bicycles. I decided to follow suit and tried my hands at riding a bicycle for a day. Albeit a bit wobbly, I might add. I zoomed through the streets and over the many bridges, taking in the sights. There were people everywhere, all sitting at cafes, drinking coffee, buying flowers from the floating flower markets. Oh, they have the flower markets on the water, or venturing into one of the many art museums to gaze upon the old master's works of art. Like Van Gogh, oh my god, my sister would have loved that. He lived here. At one point, I ventured into one of the museums and gazed in awe at the giant paintings that adored the walls. Rembrandt, Vermeer, Van Gogh, and many others were born in the Netherlands, and their masterpieces are considered national treasures. I loved all of the paintings, but especially Van Gogh's. His were so colorful and so alive, a lot like the city of Amsterdam. I thought to myself. The smell of pastries and cookies and other, oh my god, confections waft through the streets, and before long I found myself sampling all of the delicious local treats that Amsterdam has to offer. I tried bitterballen and cheeses, poffer cheese, oh my god, I don't know how to read these, and ontbitokorek, oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce these things. And my favorite, stomp waffles. 2 waffles pasted together with a sweet sticky syrup. How could one not love those? As I continued to write about, my cycling skills grew better by the hour. What fun these contraptions are. I didn't know she didn't know how to bicycle properly. I'm beginning to think they're my new favorite form of transportation. The sun began to set, casting a pink glow on those quirky, crooked rooftops. I found an inn that welcomed me with a crackling, merry fire. Oh. And now I'm writing you this letter while propping my sore legs atop the table. You simply must visit Amsterdam one day. I plan to explore a few more days, but then I shall take leave and venture somewhere new. I'll as always write to you again and tell you all about it. Until my next letter, Isabelle. Can you spot all 8 bicycles? I did see that there's like a bicycle here, so I guess they're like other bicycles, but look, she put out like the windmills and the tulips. She like designs these letters. It's so cool. So it's like a mix of like digital art, but also like snail mail. That is so pretty. It's a dancing houses. Oh, there's another bike. That is so cool. And she also, this one, like with the little map. This is where she was. It's so cool. A little. It's a bird. What does the bird say? In Wandel Park, there is an entire colony of wild green parakeets, and no one is quite sure how they got there. Oh my god, I want to visit Amsterdam. Oh, tulips aren't actually native to the Netherlands, but millions visit each year just to see them. Rumor has it around 25,000 bikes are fished out of the canals each year. What are people doing with their bikes? Oh my god, the city is built upon 11 million poles. That is so cool. Ooh. And like I said, this time I actually got 2 letters because she wasn't able to send them like right away. So we also have a letter from South Korea. Okay, let's read the letter first. I'm super excited. Destination. 안녕하세요. Hello. I know that one. Even though it's written like in Hangul, like I can read that. I feel like a professional. This afternoon, I write to you whilst having a picnic under one of the most spectacular trees I believe I've ever seen. The cherry blossoms, I guess. The sun is shining and the sky is a special sort of blue today. Kitty, what do you want? All around me, I can hear bees humming, baby birds chirping, and the breeze fluttering through the branches. Springtime in South Korea is quite the sight to behold. Let me tell you all about this adventure. It began when I found myself in southern South Korea, a peninsula country in Asia, just across the sea from Japan. When many think of South Korea, they think of giant electric cities and towering skyscrapers and the bustling crowds. But I'm writing to tell you about a different type of South Korea, a serene and peaceful one with a magnificent countryside and loads to explore. I know that, but like I've only been in Seoul, so I've been in like the city. I totally lost my way. Where was I? I've come all this way because I heard word of a festival that takes place every year around this time called the Gina Cherry Blossom Festival. Supposedly, the region's thousands of cherry blossom trees suddenly bloom all at once with vibrant white and pink flowers. It only lasts for 1 week and it's a grand celebration. All of the citizens gather together to eat delicious food and enjoy the springtime spectacles. I know about this, I haven't been, but I wanna go. My journey started in a remote area called Damyang. It's famous for its many gardens and bamboo groves. Locals have used bamboo to make all sorts of items for over 500 years. Did you know that bamboo can grow up to 30 centimeters per day? That's a lot. After a bit of searching, I found a stone pathway and followed it until I was in the middle of a forest, a bamboo forest. Thousands of bamboo stalks towered above me, each one a rich shade of green, as the spring breeze whispered through the forest. The stalks groaned and swayed, some clacking together like wind chimes, making the most delightful sound. I sat on the forest floor, pulled out my pencil and sketched away. I could have stayed there all day, but I couldn't miss the festival. So off I went. I found a tiny train station, paid a few won, and hopped aboard. Soon I was speeding through the countryside, admiring the little villages and forest-covered hillsides dotted with the stone temples. You are so complaining today. What is it, buddy? Oh my god, I lost my way. Suddenly the land opened up and I began to see big, lush, sweeping slopes covered in terrace crops. Green tea. This area, called Hadong, is known for it. The majority of tea served in all of Korea is harvested right here. The train suddenly screeched to a halt at another station amongst the fields. I was planning to stay aboard until I noticed a little tea house nestled in the trees not too far away. A nice cup of tea didn't sound bad, so I departed and strolled over. The steaming cup of green liquid was indeed delicious, fresh and smoky tasting, providing just enough pep in my step to continue the day's journey. Back to the station I walked, and I sat on a bench to wait for the next train. But something was missing. Oh no, my satchel! Oh no, I left it on the last train. What was I to do? All of my belongings, my map, my compass, my sketchbook, all gone. I'm assuming, since they're writing about it like this, that they found that she found it. Luckily, I still had my change purged with me. The next leg of the journey to Jinegu sped by. I was a bit glum, but as the train rolled into the final station, my worry was gone in an instant. The cat is going crazy today. Was gone in an instant when I saw what was around me. Hundreds of cherry blossom trees lined the railroad and created a tunnel of flowers. Oh my god. Bright. Can you calm down? Do you need to have your little episode right now? It is not 3 in the middle of the night. Calm down. Calm down. I don't know what's wrong with him. Bright pink and white blooms were everywhere. Flowers floated through the air and covered the ground. It was spectacular. I could quickly see how this time of year is so celebrated. How could anyone feel sad when surrounded by this beauty? I left the train, excited to explore the little naval town and see more blossoms. I walked around for hours, stopping every so often to try one of the many festival food carts. My favorite dish I tried was one called bulgogi. Oh my god, I love that. I want it. Spicy pork covered in gochujang sauce and served up with fresh rice, garlic, and onions. I followed it up with a couple of honey pastries called yakwa. Delicious. I took note of all the locals around me. Everyone simply walked about with serene looks on their faces, admiring the blossoming trees. I could see how much they treasured this time, and I could see exactly why. It's peaceful, the sun is warm, and a new season is here. Later that day, as soon as I walked onto the platform preparing to continue my journey, I couldn't believe my eyes. My satchel! It was leaning against the wall, completely ignored by the passerby. Someone had placed it there with a note written in Korean, along with a fresh picked cherry blossom. Oh, I'll need to translate the note, but I'm completely certain it says something kind. Taken aback by the friendly gesture, I decided to stay one more day and enjoy the festivities. Tomorrow I'll take leave and head somewhere completely different. But for today, I do believe I'll just enjoy sitting beneath this tree. Until my next letter, Isabelle. And then can you find all the 7 honeybees? And like, I can see one right there. And they're like, oh my gosh. And like one up here. Aw, I'm so happy though. But like, it's Korea. I'm not surprised that the satchel was like fine. And that they left it alone. Oh yeah, we had this one too. And she marked out the different places We have the Gina Cherry Blossom Festival, and then we have the Hadong tea fields, where she stopped for tea and where she lost her satchel. And here's the bamboo forest. So she went like this way. When I was in Korea, where is it? There. I was up here, and she was down here. What does it say on the back? Field notes. This is a Korean magpie. I saw many of them and learned they're the national bird of South Korea. Oh my god, magpies are... I didn't know that. Magpies are my favorite birds. I love them so much. I did not know. Oh, this is a picture of like bamboo that it's hollow inside. I knew that. Bamboo is actually a form of grass. It can grow to be over 100 feet tall at up to 12 inches in diameter. At the tea house, the delicious green tea was served in these tiny bowls. Green tea has been grown in Hadong for over 1,200 years. Aww. I must attempt to make this for myself. Ooh, oh my god, we have a recipe! The man at the bulgogi food cart was nice enough to share his recipe with me. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1/4 grated Asian pear, 4 garlic cloves minced, 2 tablespoons of mirin, I have no idea what that is, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 3 tablespoons of gochugaru, and mix and soak sliced pork, stir fry with onion, and serve with rice and gochujang. That is so cool. Bulgogi. Oh. First of all, the way she... Where did the other one go? Like, the way she does and designs all these things is so cool. And then, like, the fact that she sends them to me is like, it's cool. I love these. They're so pretty. And I'm so excited that she was in South Korea, like, to be able to send me this letter. Like, because it's like my favorite place in the world. That was it. Thank you for listening. That was a lot, I know. Like I said, usually, you know, she sends one every time she's been a place. Or like, you know, every time she was like, but now she sent 2 because she wasn't able to send the other one before. So that was nice. Either way, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was interesting for you. It was interesting for me. Please watch my other videos if you haven't, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!